As you know, many people support the changes to the sex ed curriculum, but there's also some who don't. So how do you kind of respond to some of those parents who don't really agree with some of the decisions that you've made?
Yeah. So again, I got involved in provincial politics because of the education system, because I believe it is such a strong cornerstone of our democracy. And so I believe that the work we have done, over the last since 2003, our graduation rate from high school has gone from 68% to 86%. So the improvement in the system and the new supports that we've put in the system, more teachers, lower class sizes, all of that has made our education system, like our healthcare system, one that people come from all over the world. When I was Minister of Education, I would entertain, meet with delegations from all over the world who came to see how we ran an education system in such a diverse, multicultural society and had such excellent results. So we need to maintain that. I'm very worried about a Conservative government that would actually cut our education system, that would undermine that work that we have done. On the health and physical education curriculum, the sex education curriculum is part of that. Like all other curricula, we keep updating. Curriculum changes. I'll give you a perfect example. We've changed the social studies and history curriculum to reflect the Indigenous history of this province. When I was going through school, when you were going through school even, we didn't learn about residential schools. We didn't learn about the relationship between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people, and that has to be updated. Just the way the sex ed curriculum does. We've had sex ed curriculum in this province since I was in school. It's not new, but it has to be updated. And the new curriculum is about updating a curriculum that was 15 years out of date, was from a time when we didn't have smartphones, we didn't really have the internet that everyone accessed. And so there's so much more information that kids have access to, and they need to know what's real and what's not real, and they need to understand how to sort through all that information. And really the sex ed curriculum at its core is about keeping kids safe, helping kids to know how to say no. That's not information that I want, and I don't want to talk to you about that, and I don't want that behavior. So it really is about that safety for young people. And I've had many conversations with families in this very area, because this is the community that I represent.
What do you say to them?
And what I say to them is, please read it. Please look at how this is about giving your children information that they're going to get somewhere. They're going to get it from the internet, or they're going to get it from the playground. And this gives them the facts about their relationships and about their interactions. I've also said to parents that if you read the curriculum, at the end of the day, if there's certain parts of it that you're not comfortable with, you can withdraw your child from school for that particular part. And you've always been able to do that in Ontario. But you need to know what's actually in it and not be brought into misinformation and fear, because that's how it's being used. It's being used to scare people about things that really aren't true.